Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine show presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. And I'm now joined by one of the stars of this year's men's lacrosse program, Carter Ashe. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Carter, you've already topped your career high in goals for a season, and you do it in the first third of this 2025 slate. What has allowed you to get off to such a strong start offensively?
Honestly, I think it's the guys surrounding me. We have a great team. We play well together. No one's in it for stats. No one's in it for goals, assists, whatever. We just want to win. That's honestly, there's no ego on the team. We're just playing as a group, and I think that's the best part about it is no one's like hunting for goals. We're just all there trying to get to the best place and win. That's all we want to do.
Coach Joe said something similar about how there's no real marquee score on this team, but it is truly about the whole. How do you guys continue to embrace that each and every game, that team-oriented mindset?
I think Coach Ampla has done a good job of putting that in our heads. It's something we say all the time. It's about the team, the whole team, nothing but the team. And I think that's just ingrained in our minds. We've been saying that since early fall, even last year. And guys have really started to buy in on what he's saying. And we all love each other. We're all brothers. It's a group of 65 best friends, and I couldn't be more grateful. It's awesome.
All right, so Carter, how do you, as a leader, get the team moving in the right direction? Everybody in the country knows what happened at the face-off X against Lehigh. How do you, as a leader, make this team make things happen in perhaps other categories to make up for what's going on in the face-off X against Hopkins?
So I think it's also kind of like I said in my last question. It's a team effort. We're playing as a team. Even though we're down the face-off guys, it's next man up. Guys are going to step up, do their job, and that just makes everybody else surrounding the face-off guy have to work a little bit harder. But we're working as a team at the end of the day, and it's not one-on-one. It's 10 on 10. Like for the ground ball, whatever it is, like we're going for the ball as a team. Me specifically as a leader being on the attack side of the ball, getting the guys around me ready to just fight for the ball. And then the rest of the team just being vocal, letting guys just go after it, have a good time, get the ball, fight, be what Navy lacrosse is supposed to be, tough and get some ground balls for the team.
You guys bounced back really nicely from your first defeat to Penn State. You responded with a good win over BU. Similar opportunity coming up this weekend. You have Hopkins coming to town. A great opportunity to bounce back from the defeat to Lehigh. What gives you guys confidence going into that ranked matchup with the Jays?
I think it's been fun. It's the end of our spring break. We got the whole week, beautiful weather. We're all together, all hours of the day. And I think we got a fire in us. Showing back up after a loss. You're just mad. Everyone's doing like extra work, shooting, hitting the wall. Um, we just want to win so bad. And the last couple of years have been a great time, whether it's at Homewood or at home here at Navy Marine Corps. Playing Hopkins is fun. Grew up Navy, Hopkins. They're two of the most like historic programs. I don't even know if that's the right word, but
It's close.
whatever it is, like grew up watching both teams and it's a blast. It's super fun. We always compete, Baltimore rivals, like it's a good time.
Now, you grew up in Virginia. Did you have a particular team that you rooted for growing up in college lax?
Not necessarily. Both my parents played lacrosse at Gettysburg, so I was a Gettysburg lacrosse fan. And then I just kind of rooted for whoever when it became time to root for a team late in the stretch. Um, and then obviously once I committed here, this is my go-to team to watch.
Well, it makes sense. That Centennial Conference has some pretty good lacrosse over there at
Yeah,
Gettysburg.
yeah.
How about on game day? How do you get your mind right? Any superstitions that you might have to play at your best?
Yeah, so on the bus ride, I like to listen to some calm music, like some country, get my mind right. Don't really want to focus on a lot. And then I kind of go through like a progression. So once I get to the locker room, I'll switch to a little bit more like upbeat stuff. And then we go out to shoot, come back in the locker room. That's when I put on my eye black. And then I start listening to some harder like rock stuff. And then now it's go time. Eye black's on, jersey's on, it's ready to go. So that's kind of my progression of stuff. I don't have a ton of superstitions. I like to do things the exact same way. I guess that's a superstition. And I just feel off if it's not like that. So like warming up, shooting, I'll take the same shots as I do every single warm up. And then if I don't do that, then I feel a little bit off. So I got to do that, and that's really it for superstitions. Nothing crazy.
Now, Carter, even though you have a bucket on top, I know a lot of lacrosse players are very superstitious when it comes to the eye black. There's always a certain rhythm and routine. What does your eye black look like on game day?
Just one line. I just go one line on each side. That's it. Nothing too fancy. Just keep it simple. Yeah, it's a team rule. We can only have one line, so that's how we do it here.
I love
Yeah,
it. I love it.
yeah.
How about the rest of this season? What does a fitting end to your time as a midshipman men's lacrosse player look like?
I'll go step by step. Obviously, we want to host the Patriot League here, and then win the Patriot League. We win the Patriot League, the quarterfinals here at Navy Marine Corps. So get to the quarterfinals, play in the quarterfinals here. That's 3 extra home games right there. As a senior, that's the dream. You just want to play, have more time with your boys, have more time in your stadium at home, surrounded by our fans, and then obviously the end goal is win the national championship. I feel like that always is. But that would be an amazing end to my senior year.
Well, let's start with the first obstacle in the way. For folks
Yep.
coming out to watch you guys against the Jays this weekend, what can they expect to see from Navy?
Say high energy. Obviously, like we talked about earlier, playing as a team, we're one unit. We play really well together, celebrate together, and you'll see a family out there, a family that fights for each other. Um, and yeah, that's really it. Just a tight knit group of guys. Just excited to see their friends and like their best friends, honestly, succeed. And that's what it's all about. Just having fun and being under the lights at our stadium.
Awesome. Well, Carter, it's a pleasure talking with you, man.
Yeah,
Best of luck this weekend. We're looking forward to see what you guys do at Marine Corps.
I appreciate it. Thank you.